Hello everyone, welcome back to another Blade and Swords video. As you can see, seems like I played forward, but I didn't. I did record the last few things where I grabbed this, that, and whatnots, but the only problem is that the video got corrupted. Totally corrupted. No way of fixing it, for my knowledge, and I can't even play the video, so we'll just start from here. Got all that fancy stuff. Not really that big a deal. These are base mods that don't have a crystal to them. As you can tell. Oh, didn't see this yet. But doesn't matter. Because I don't use daggers all too much. But anyways. So we're out here. This fancy thing. And we go down here to this. And all I did was a tutorial level. Pretty simple. Pre-playing. Oh no, I didn't do a tutorial level, I did one other level. See these are the Hungarian map pieces. You'll get them, I'll show you how you get them. It's pretty simple. And here's the Baron's Bounty. Let me show you what that looks like. And we are here. Oh my, that was glitchy. But anyways, we are here at the Baron's Bounty, where as you see, sell.
Hey there! Quite a few foreign ships have gotten wrecked in the storm the past few days.
Go another lore.
As the wreckage washes up my island, I
should
have some unique weapons and armor for you.
And you can see your money amount here. Right there. And right there. And right here. It'll pretty much be the same. If it's not, something's broken, obviously. But here's where you get your clothing, all that fancy stuff. And I start there won't be much. There's be these things and like 2 other clothing. I forgot. I have that. Alright, but this is little things. Ooh, rock the hammer. This sounds pretty cool. Let's see if we ran with on back there.
Ooh, that's a beautiful piece of rake craftsmanship right there. Great. Are you familiar with the rake? In short, they're a nation of
he talks all about whatever.
Sorcery oozing out their eyeballs.
I've heard it many times before. Is not really all that important to me now, but it's pretty cool learning about it. It really won't do you anything except for knowing lore, which to a lot of people is really important for understanding the story and why you do certain things as they are. But honestly, I've already dealt with all the lore, already researched all of it, so I will not be doing that because it's like repeating the same ramble over and over again. But oh yeah, over here, there's actually a lot of misunderstanding, especially with the letters. Like here's a little sword and this guy's skull. Pretty cool. And actually I'll trade it out for this thing, which I got off enemy at the start of the game.
If you want to sell me an item, just place it on that blue cloth on the
I can sell it, that's why I have it. You can damage this guy, but it really won't do you any good, because if you kill him, it'll restart back here. Alright, see this guy. It's good. And we're here, to this place. And they'll normally give you an ore. This is normally for when you don't have any weapons, or or doing the challenge of on the land, or let me off the land type thing, without buying, just using what is given to them, like that, or off the edge, like this, and then you go over to the enemy and you kill them with said weapon, and you kill the weapon to continue your travels. Like the same sword, of course, and the shield, which I'll show you how shield works. I think it's pretty obvious, but there's some different ways of using it which can help your gameplay. And let's go here to up here. And this guy. I'll knock you back. No shielding. Get throw. Stab it a lot. But that really didn't show you much how to use a shield. So I will not be grabbing that guy's weapon. Because I'm trying to show you guys how to use a shield with this guy. Not really helping. Alright, so this guy, he's brave enough to come towards me. Point your shield out like this. Never mind. The game sucks. You really want this weapon at the start of the game because it's so good in the ways of it. I hate dark areas because I cannot see my enemies, but they can see me just as this would be a nice way to use a bigger shield. Probably want more armor because these things, especially at the start, especially later down, you can just puncture straight through it. But soon enough, they will eventually run out. Those things, same as bow people, but those might take a little longer. And as in dagger people, we have there, and there, and there two arms. That's a coward. We're not cowards. Because if you're trying to rack up your kills, it do not help whatsoever. And you come through like this. There will be no one here, of course. Unless you download mods for the people to be here. But that won't really be necessary. Actually, I was going to come back down anyways, but let me show you my cool mining skills. This is kind of what you have to do. Come up here, you know. Because I believe, maybe, yep. Oh, I never knew this here. Hey, come on, man. That wasn't nice. Oh, shit. Man, that guy hurt. Do I have apples? Nope, I do not have apples. Fuck. Well, gotta get away from those things because I have a mod. And now they just put on the floor. Not really all that cool. They kind of blow you out of smithereens. I don't like that. I don't know about you, but I don't like blowing up to a million different pieces. And let me just do these fire people, you know. Oh, yeah, there's more of them. I have waves plus, that means there's more enemies per level than there normally is. So, at the start, these are pretty easy. They're slow moving, and honestly, you just don't want to do it. Ow!
What happened?
Well, fuck. Got a little too cocky there. This game will show you what happens when you get a little too cocky. And there. I think most of my health went away with that lightning guy. Just yeah. So and we are back. And let's restart this, of course. Because I go start.
Let's make this quick.
Alright, let's just use normal weapons. Yeah, this is probably what you would be using if you don't use Falchion. Yeah. The neck is a very vital place, just as a head, if you didn't know. So,
Everyone be careful.
I can't see. There we go. It's pretty hard to kill enemies in the dark, as I've already said. And honestly, it's kind of annoying. And there will be a treasure chest here where you can collect their most valuable items. There'll be a lot of these throughout the map. So look out for them. That's what we call idiots. And scenarios, you'd really like them. Because they're so dumb you can get away with damn near anything. In this area, you hear blah, blah, blah. You'll get a lot of enemies who spawn out of these doors. That's a lot of enemies, but enemies cannot spawn out of the doors. Oh fuck. Guy with the quiver, no. See, if nothing happens for a couple of seconds, that probably means he's a lightning guy. And turning up his lightning. As you can tell, you really, as you can see right there, you know what I just said? What the fuck? They're annoying as well. You know, honestly, I just hate ranged people. Because I'm more of a melee guy myself. So, as you can see, I'm really into melee. And because of that, my friends don't really like me when I use the melee weapons in Fortnite. But anyways, we go up here because there's these several areas, like over there when you saw how that door boarded up. Sometimes it'll be here, sometimes it'll be over there, sometimes it'll be everywhere. But there'll be one area where there is open space. And you'd really like that. Because that's where you can continue onto the next level or area. Huh. Anyways, we go in here. These things are very important. They're these things. Once you have three, you can have you can. I will show you later. You can dabble in the missile parts. Because I don't really have many body spells, I can't really kill these people with my bare hands out all easy. That's why I neck snap, especially early in the game. That's why I don't like cowards. They hide. Simple to Of course, in a real scenario, those would be the survivors. Because I cannot rip out their heads. It's no schematics. Can't. No. So I grab something like this. And just bash your head in until they subside. Pretty gruesome, pretty fun, but the problem is slow. And we're in a very well compact area. Slow gets you killed. So, bashing someone's head in is great for 1v1s, but not great for 5v1s. That's why you would normally want the sword. Special sword that dissects it and frees easily. Fucking idiot. don't have your arm. So, oh shit. That's what we called idiots. They're really fun to deal with. Oh my. This game's gonna get really glitchy. That's what happens when you start killing a lot of people. And there was an update not too long ago. So, also janky. What I mean by these people get a lot more annoying throughout the game, because soon enough, it will bounce off the wall and hit you, which ain't all that nice. If you could tell. I don't like lightning. They kill too fast. Well, honestly, I like use lightning. Not when lightning's getting used on me. Like any combat scenario, it's good when you have the powerful weapon, but not good when they have the powerful weapon. You know what I mean? And it's kind of boring when you both have the powerful weapon. I really like when I cut off their legs and they are alive, so I can stab them as much as I can. Or how cowardly they are. And because that's the last guy, I can do whatever I want to him. Literally. Anyways, doesn't matter. Because we are to the next area. I haven't seen this area in a long time. Anyways. These things, like the iron ingots and all these other decorative stuff, can be sold. Whether an item can be sold or not, is you can tell from their value. You know? Pretty simple stuff, if you catch my drift. So, as a real pirate as myself, you steal what the fuck you can to get as much money as you can. Because money equals power, power equals weapons. Actually, money equals weapons, and weapons equal power. Think about that. But, as we all know, shit takes time. And a lot of handwork. See here? That's the value of this gold pouch, which you will instantly get here. As you know, play through the game is pretty fun. Alright, still red dot right there. I mean, this place is still recording. Cool. So, then we go over here, this area, and we do that. Pretty snazzy. Now this place, killing people ain't all that fun when you don't have a weapon. Now, cut. And as I already said, 1v1 is different from the 1v5. When a 1v1, when you're just absolutely take your time, it's pretty fun. And stabbing, punching, cutting, pretty fun. But you know, 1v5, that gets you killed, so it's pretty fun to a lot of people. That's why I like the lightsaber. You know? Pretty cool. Oh yeah, now they have two of these, as you see it is the requirements. Conquer the Daggarian dungeon, crystal hunt time. This is where we hunt crystals, but and now that we have 6 of those, time to show you cool stuff. I started with a small gravity cell. You can start with a fire, mind, body, gravity, lightning, all that's nice. But in order to start with this range stuff, you must first do that. But you must first select it, of course. But to add, I don't know why this happened, but to start off with, to get these things, right, you need crystals, which you now have. Which one would be pretty cool. This one would be the much better. But yeah, you gotta have it. Now I can do that, and boom, as you just saw. Wait, this is actually good. Anyways, let's continue. As you see, now I can feather fall, just like in Minecraft. But I really have no fall damage. But But if you have fall damage on, that would be very useful. Cut. It stopped recording for some reason. But we're back to a Targaryen ruin. Where we will fight some enemies. Just so. There we go. Ew. But we'll be finding some people. Hopefully they're people. In these Targaryen ruins with the Force. So basically we're just going to go through and start killing. You know, a knife at the end of the stick ain't all that bad. Maybe I'll get one. And I'll call it a spear. Wait, hold up. Is there a weird guy over here? Nope. What the fuck? Sometimes it happens. But, we gotta continue going. You know, I will hate, seeing a weird shadow figure. You know, like, the cat is, like, I saw a man. I saw a man or something, like that during thing. Yeah, just, like, a shadow figure, like a head poking out, or worse. Well, that's the thing. There is no shadow figures in this game. There's creatures with these weird abominations. There's no shadow figures. You know, I could easily fly to the other side. But I will show you guys how to get to the other side. We go over here and we flick that lever down and then water would rise. But soon enough you can just actually, yeah, let's just show you. You'll be all the way down here, and you can just swim up, and it'll be right here. Oh my god, I hate this. Come on, man. Yeah. There we go. And then we go over here. Do this. What the fuck? Oh, hell no. Get away from me! Get... Ooh, now you really pissed me off. Now you. You will not run from me at this time. I want to hear your screams. Alright, let's head back to it. may as well rest before he doesn't help me. That would be creepy. An AI. For some reason, it keeps shutting off, but I can always keep recording, you know? Alright. Let's go. Come on, hurry up. Oh, shut up. But you see these little things behind this force field? If you attack them, it will break after a few hits. Just like these blue crystals, as I'll show you. And he'll do that thing. All it does is knock you back. It's not a big deal, honestly. But, the more you attack these, the more angrier he gets. Well, in this case, you want him to get angry. You want to get mad. Cause, what is it? That kinda sucked, but sure. Right here. Normally, you use these to climb up and just whack away at this. And it was really cool, so you can turn with him. Pretty cool stuff. Of course, if you get nauseous easily, you might not want to do that. I really want to stay around and show you his cool abilities, but for one, that will show up more later. It's a very weak one, but once you break all, do that. Don't attack this, because it's what you need. Grab it, and you rush out to the door. No, I hate that they did like a April Fool's update, and he gets right back up once you get done with this, and he shatters through that and runs at you full speed. Oh my god, that is so creepy. But anyways, grab this and you do that. Normally the win would be 3, but I have the greatest thing, so there's going to be a couple more. Anyways, soon enough, you won't be able to get out. That means it's working. You go up here. Soon enough, it will like stop, but yeah, that's pretty much what it is. But yeah, I always merge these two together by holding the L2 button. You know how you hold it, the button above it. You know, L1, L2. Well, technically it's R1, L1, or whatever. The L and the R are looking left or right. R1, L1, R2, L2, L1, R1, L1. Pretty simple. Then you'll come up here, right, and then that thing will happen, and do, you know, fancy cool stuff. There'll be other things hard to get in the game, but that's what kind of way you get right now. You can travel home if you don't want to travel all this distance. Personally, it's not that far of a distance. Once you do it so many times. And then you go here. I do have it. Sorry. Then you come over here. You get your normal gravity crystal. And get this. One I can boost up. Ooh, airstrike. Or do I do Riptide? Ooh, that sounds. Riptide sounds cool. So I will be doing it. So you go into gravity now. You will now be pushed up, and as you saw, once you get the little guy right, you can grab on, get like a rope, and then poof, you go to their parents' balance. They have some goods to tell them. Hello, we're here now. For some reason it keeps cutting out every time I transition to a
welcome.
new place. Pretty weird. But if you don't want to grab these individually, you can just do that. Sell it.
Many
Now
thanks,
you
friend.
have more money. And more money equals more things to buy. Weapons or armor. I'll tell you this. Armor is really good. But so is weapons. Until you make your hands weapons, then these, you can really get what you fancy. But the reason why I don't really like getting weapons too early, because it's kind of hard to decide what you want. Like spear is really good, but you figure out how bad it is in a life or death situation. So with every other weapon. So when so many weapons are bad, like this, honestly, this is actually kind of bad, to be honest. You'll figure out which one you really like. And shields are amazing, especially these longer shields, dude, so they don't get your toes. Your toes turn out to be really important. But when you can't really find anything that's too good for the moment, best thing to do is to get some armor. There, armor. Or health.
When you're ready to check out,
Health
place your
is
items in that red
amazing.
cloth on the counter.
Like, extraordinarily amazing. If you don't know, once you hit 0, you kind of die. And to restart the entire level from square one. I don't know about you, but I don't really want that. That's if you're a photographer. Pretty cool stuff. But right now, I kind of have, like, not really all that, but here, these matter as well. Not much protection, but it really does matter right now. Oh, cool. But the fact is, that's the only one that's fully charged, and not that good right now. The lightning one would be good for that. Sometimes you'd
If
want
you want to buy something,
dagger
just place it on the red cloth on the counter.
to get throughout the stressful situations. You know what I mean? And shimmy your way through the defenses. That's when a small sword or a dagger really comes in handy. Once you get more body stuff, these hammers and blunt weapons, they get good. Really good. Of course, if you want distance, this will be your thing. But these are great in 1v1s. These are great in like 2v1s. Falcon and your beheading sword, all these bigger blades are extraordinary. Yeah, deeper down the line. But of course, so
Many thanks, friend.
so this for
Thanks.
2 small swords, which can get you even further in a lot of scenarios. But of course,
That's prime
if you
arrogant stealing.
accidentally
right there.
sell something, you're not totally lost. Like a beheading sword, let's say, oh no, I accidentally sold it. You can buy it again.
That's a fine sword you have
for
there.
this
I
price
did
you
do something
sell
like
it.
that myself back in my
But of
adventure
course, the
days.
more you sell and buy it, I think it gets lower and lower. But
Okay, deal.
doesn't really matter. Because, well, if you sell and buy it, I think already you're kind of being intrusive, whatever. But anyways, I just want to say special thanks to all the people who have viewed my last video. I didn't know that many people actually saw my content. But some with that. Thank you for all that. Now all you can subscribe and like these videos so they can be seen farther and faster. That would be amazing. But
Outro bar, outro gole. Fiquei sabendo que sentiu saudades. Ligou restrito no meu celular. Ouvi tua voz, mas não deixou mensagem. Eu também acordei com saudades de você. Tentei te esquecer em vão. Jurei pra mim mesmo que não ia mais te querer. Mente pro meu coração. Eu também acordei com saudades de você. Tentei te esquecer em vão. Jurei pra mim mesmo que não ia mais te querer.